Good morning students. Welcome back in our science online class. Today we are going to start our new chapter, that is chapter number 5th. In first term already this chapter was remain. So this chapter will continue now. So see students, the name of the chapter is separation of substances. Separation means what? So separation means sorting out. Okay, so sorting out substances, that we are going to learn in this lesson. So what are the learning objectives of this lesson? So learning objectives of these lessons are: first we are going to learn about the pure and impure substances. What is meant by pure and impure substances? Then second we are going to learn about the mixture, then methods of separation of mixture. Next, different methods are used for the separation. So the method names like threshing, winnowing, hand picking, sieving, magnetic separation, decantation, loading, filtration, evaporation and distillation. So these many methods we are going to learn throughout the lesson. Okay students, so we will start our lesson. Now see here, one example is here. If you observe, or you can take the two samples, the first sample of sugar and second sample of soil, and both the samples you can place on two different papers and observe with the help of magnifying glass. Magnifying glass is one device which is used to enlarge the view of objects, means we can see the small object in big size. So then you can observe both the things with the help of magnifying glass. So you can observe that the color, shape and size of all the particles of sugar are same. Okay. So just to take the magnifying glass and observe the sugar, so you can able to find out the color, shape and size of all the particles of sugar are same. But the soil contains particles with different colors, shapes and size. So we can understand, so by this activity we can understand that the soil contains the particles have same color, shape and size. So we can conclude that sugar contains particles only one kind is called pure substance. Here, sugar contains only one kind of particles are called pure substances. Means those substances are made of only one kind of particles are called pure substances. One kind of particle means that particle should have same size, shape and color. But if you see the soil, so you may see the dust particle, loose particles, okay, and these particles are different from each other. So soil is impure substance. It is a mixture of different particles. Okay. So keep in mind, what is the definition of pure substance? A substance which is made up of same kind of particles is called pure substance. And impure substance means a substance which is made up of different kinds of particles are called impure substance. Clear? So this is about the pure substance and impure substance. So you can underline both the definitions, or you can highlight both the definition. Here the pure substance definition and here the impure definition. If somebody asks you, write the example of pure substances, so you can write the sugar particles, and if impure, then you can write the example soil. Okay students. Now next, mixture. So what is a mixture? Mixture is made up of two substances. It may be pure substances, two pure substances or two impure substances. So that is called the mixture. Okay. Pure substances are also present in the mixture. Okay. Now next we will see reasons for separating mixtures into their components. We know the different kinds of mixtures are available. Every day we make the different kinds of food items. For example, making tea. Making tea. Okay, we make the tea. So tea is a mixture of different types of substances. We add the sugar, water, yes or no, and tea powder. So these all these ingredients we mix together and form a tea. So tea is a mixture of all these ingredients like sugar, milk, water, and tea powder. Same way you can write the example. Next one, that is the salty water. Salty water is a mixture of water and salt. So many different kinds of examples are there. So you can write down any 5 examples of mixtures. Okay. For example, poha. Poha is a mixture of different ingredients like poha is there, turmeric is there, groundnuts are there, green chili is there. Okay. Now mixtures. The mixtures are separated into their components for various purposes, such as why to separate out the mixtures. Okay, so first thing, to remove an undesirable component. Undesirable means unwanted component. To remove an undesirable component. So for example, tea. Okay, after making tea, we want just liquid of, yes or no, of that tea. So we filter the tea, and whatever the tea powder is there, that tea powder, after boiling, that tea powder we remove with the help of filter or strainer, and that tea powder we don't want, that is the undesirable substance, unwanted substance, that we remove from the tea and we drink it. Yes, so that tea powder is tea powder after boiling. After boiling, that tea powder is unwanted substance. Okay. The next one, to remove the harmful component. There, sometimes we go to the market and we buy the wheat, jowar, rice, yes or no? And when we come to home, we open the bag and we see the small stones, insects are there. So these small stones and insects are the harmful components that we want to remove. Okay, so next, to obtain the pure sample of a substance. You know the filtration method. So filtration method is used to remove the impurities those are present in water with the help of filter, and then we get the pure water. Okay. Next one, to obtain the useful components also. Okay. So these are the reasons for separating the mixtures into their components. Due to this, to obtain the useful component, the second, to remove the unwanted component, to remove the harmful component, and to obtain the pure sample of component. Okay, so these are the reasons, and that is why we need to separate out the mixtures. Now we will see the one by one method to separate out the mixtures. The various components of a mixture have different physical properties such as hardness, density, solubility, behavior towards magnet, boiling point, and these differences in physical properties of components is used to separate them from a mixture. See, whatever mixtures are there, mixtures means mixing of two or more substances. When the two or more substances mix together form a mixture, and in this mixture both the substances have different properties. Now which properties? So properties means sometimes the density, solubility, behavior and boiling point. So these are the different properties of the different substances, and we use this property to separate out from each others. Okay, now we will see the first method to remove the impurities or unwanted material. Now first method is threshing method. Threshing method is very helpful. So threshing is the process in which stalks of wheat, paddy are beaten to separate out the grains from the stalk. So threshing method is common method which is already done in the farm, and in this method the grains are separated from the stalks with the help of hammering or the beating. So this method is specially used in the field or the farm. Threshing is done by holding the bundles of stalks in hands and hitting them on hard surface. As you can see in this picture, so this is the picture. Okay, see here in this picture, these 2-3 ladies you see, they are holding the bunch of stalks of it may be jowar stalks or wheat stalks, and they hitting to the hard surface. So after hitting on the hard surface, these grains come out of the husk, or they leave the stalks, and we get the different types of grains. Okay, so this is the one method is commonly used to separate out the grains from stalk. Okay, understood? So this method is called threshing method. So just you keep in mind the definition of threshing and how it is done. So threshing is the process in which stalks of wheat, paddy are beaten to separate the grains from the stalks and from the chaff. Chaff is the outer covering of grains. Next method you can see here, winnowing method. Can you see here picture, students? Yes, a farmer separating husk from wheat grains by winnowing. Now what is husk? So husk means that is the outer covering of seeds, that is called the husk, and this husk is unwanted. Okay, see here this person is winnowing. So this is called the winnowing basket, and here the mixture of wheat grains and husk, dust particles. Okay. Now winnowing is what? Winnowing in this method, wind is used to separate out the lighter component from the mixture. So here is the mixture of wheat grains and husk particles. So we first will see winnowing is the method of separating husk from grains with the help of wind. Okay, winnowing is the method of separating husk from the grains with the help of wind. So here wind or air is used to remove the husk particles. The husk is separated from the wheat grains by the method of winnowing, and the method of winnowing is used to separate out the husk from the various types of grains. As you can see, so this way the person is standing on the table, and just he use the winnowing basket for keeping the mixture of husk and grains, and after some time, okay, so you see due to the wind, the husk particles, those are lighter components, are separated out one side and form a heap here of that husk particles, and whatever the grains are there, those are heavier, they settle or they drops down at the bottom and form a heap. So this is the heap of wheat grains, and this is the heap of husk particles. So in this way the husk particles are separated out from the grains. Okay student.